Welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Uh, our today report we will focus on Nasir trial continue as third accused reject all allegation. Before we move on, if you are new here, please help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's begin our report with this. This time, we go to the special court in Juba, where the trial linked to the 2025 crisis continues. The case has attracted national and international attention because it involved well-known political figure and even that affected many people in Upper Nile State. During the latest court session, one of the accused men spoke in his own defense and strongly rejected all the accusation against him. The special court held another hearing on Wednesday as the trial continued. The third accused person, Gatwech, completed his defense before the judges. Lam is a former member of South Sudan National Legislative Assembly, where he represents Nasir County. For many years, he was involved in public service and political activities connected to his constituency. Now, however, he is standing before the special court to answer accusations connected to the violence that took place in Nasir during 2025. During his statement, Gatwech made one point very clear. He stated that he told the court that he is innocent. He said he never planned, supported or encouraged attack against South Sudan or its people. According to him, the accusations brought against him are not true. The prosecution believe Gatwech was connected to events surrounding the Nasir crisis. They argue that evidence collected during the investigation link him to activities related to the attack on the military garrison. As part of their cases, prosecutors presented several digital materials. These reportedly include mobile phone messages, photographs, videos, voice recording, and other electronic information. The prosecution believes that these material help support their case. However, simply presenting evidence does not automatically prove guilt. The responsibility of the court is to carefully examine every piece of evidence before reaching a final decision. Gatwech rejected the accusation. While speaking before the judges, Gatwech firmly rejected every allegation. Gatwech explained that throughout his political career, he worked to encourage peace rather than violence. According to him, his activities concerning Nasir were aimed at helping solve problems through dialogue. He stated that his effort focused on reconciliation between communities and maintaining stability in the region. Gatwech told the court that he never called for violence. He stated that he never encouraged anyone to attack government force or civilian. According to his statement, his political work has always been based on peaceful engagement. He asked the judge to consider his record before making any conclusion. One of the most important parts of the hearing involved digital evidence. Modern criminal cases often relied on information taken from mobile phones, computer, email, text messages, or social media accounts. Such evidence can sometimes help investigators understand what happened. However, court must also make sure that digital evidence has been collected legally and handled properly. During the hearing, Gatwech challenged the evidence presented against him. He denied creating or sharing the messages, videos, photographs, and audio recording that prosecutor linked to him. He argued that the material presented in court should not automatically be accepted as genuine. Gatwech explained that after his arrest, his mobile phone remained in the custody of South Sudan National Security Service. He stated that he did not have access to the device while it was under government control. According to Gatwech, security officer obtained the password needed to unlock the phone. He claimed that because the phone stayed in official custody for a long time or for a long period, someone else could have accessed its content. Based on that argument, Gatwech questioned whether all the information presented in court truly came from him. He suggested that files could have been added, changed, or manipulated while the phone was no longer under his control. These are serious claims. However, they remain allegations made by the defense. The court will examine all available evidence before deciding whether those concern have legal merit. In today's world, digital evidence play an important role in many investigations. Message, photograph, videos, and phone record can help investigators understand communication between different individuals. But experts also say that digital evidence must follow strict legal procedures. So, court often examines several important questions. Who collected the evidence? When was it collected? Who had access to it? Was it protected from alteration? Can investigators prove that nothing was changed? These questions help judges decide whether electronic evidence is reliable enough to be accepted during a trial. If proper procedures are not followed, defense lawyers may challenge the evidence as happened during this hearing. Ultimately, it is the responsibility of the judges, not the prosecution or the defense, to determine whether the evidence meets legal standard. At the end of his presentation, Gatwech asked the court to dismiss the charges against him. He argued that prosecutors had not presented enough evidence to justify continuing the case. His legal team also raised another issue. They argued that some statement made by Gatwech while serving as a member of parliament should be protected under parliamentary immunity. According to the defense, elected lawmakers should not face criminal charges simply because of statements made while performing their official duties. The defense also requested that the court reject the digital evidence report, arguing that questions remain about its authenticity and reliability. The judge will carefully study these requests before making any decision. Well, it is important to remember that this case has not yet reached its conclusion. No final judgment has been delivered. The court has not announced whether any of the accused are guilty or innocent. The legal process is still continuing. At the end of Wednesday hearing, the presiding judge postponed the proceeding until Friday, which will be July 17, 2026. And during the next session, the court is expected to continue examining the defense presented by Gatwech. The judge may also consider additional legal application submitted by the prosecution. Another issue before the court is whether the remaining accused person will present oral statement or relied only on written defense document. This decision will shape the next stage of the trial. The Nasir trial has attracted attention across South Sudan because it is connected to events that affected many communities. People want answer. Families who suffered during the violence hope the legal process will establish the fact. Others are closely watching to ensure that every accused person receives a fair trial according to the law. Justice is important for every country. A fair court process protects both victims and those facing accusation. The responsibility of the court is not to satisfy public opinion. Its responsibility is to examine evidence carefully, hear both sides, and make decisions based on the law. That principle remains essential in every justice system. Well, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Thank you for watching. Let's meet on the next video.